Hey, this is Coach Roger Bacek, your Live Younger Longer health coach. Want to welcome back, and remember, when you hear that whistle, pay serious attention. Are you hoping, we're in our first week, we're just finishing up our first week of Reset 25, and are you hoping to come along today and see if Coach Roger bombed in his first week? Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. So why don't you come on along? This week, we're going to be looking at deleting or eliminating alcohol and caffeine from our diet for the 25 days. And we're going to investigate why do that. We're going to do that all through the 25 days. But first, I'm all about I'm here to hopefully get you inspired to take care of your health so you don't have a health wake-up call like I did 17 years ago with that heart attack. And that you live younger longer and your health span is better than your lifespan. So let's go and see about trying. This, if you've been here before, this slide, and I'm probably wearing it out and you're tired of looking at it, but it's got to sink in. Repetition is important in changing habits. Every accomplishment starts with a decision to try. So you're here because you're looking for something about changing your health. So what are you willing to try? Well, we're all about Reset 25, which is guidelines to a healthier you. So let's review those guidelines, okay? It's addition of some things and eliminate some things. So what do we want to add? More plant foods and Juice Plus capsules daily. We want to add 1 to 2 complete shake mixes a day daily. We want to drink half our body weight in fluid ounces of water daily. And we want to meditate a little bit, knock some of that stress out of our lives by taking 10 deep breaths and getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep a day. It's critical to our overall health. We also want to exercise 30 minutes a day. We're going to discuss that at length in a later session, but that's important. And what's the correct exercise? It's the one you will do. And you just got to remember, just moving is what you want to do as well. So what do we want to eliminate? We want to eliminate or reduce caffeine and alcohol, which is our topic for today. We don't want to eat after 6 p.m. We want to eliminate processed foods as much as possible, completely if we could. And we want to eliminate gluten and dairy and artificial and refined sugars. So that's pretty tough call, but let's see what's happening to Roger. But on a side note, before I get into that, today is the last Tuesday of the month, and the last Tuesday of the month I have an incredible networking group called the South Iredell Healthcare Forum, and it's a group of people that are across the spectrum of healthy living, from nursing homes to hospice houses to caregivers to people like me that are all about nutrition. And today it was a different program. It was about pelvic floor health. Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing, but as a lot of seniors have trouble with incontinence, and we're talking men and women. And this was a lady from Duke Medical in Mooresville, North Carolina, and she gave an incredible program. And all through this program, nutrition, good food, nutrition kept popping up. Not drinking as much alcohol, maybe too much coffee. If you drink coffee, you need to drink more water. It was very, very interesting. And that's why good health is across the board simple to do. But you got to get there where you're feeling good because you've made some changes. You've tried and you made some changes. So let's talk about last week and how I did with Juice Plus in the first week. Well, as far as the add-ins go, remember the add-ins were more plant foods and Juice Plus capsules and 1 or 2 Juice Plus complete shake mixes a day. Well, that's pretty much a no-brainer for me of being successful at that because I've done it before and I'm all about my Juice Plus and my Juice Plus complete shake mixes and smoothies and eating real food, part of the secret diet. So I didn't have any trouble with that. However, the first 2 things to eliminate, which we're going to talk about today, are to eliminate or reduce caffeine and alcohol. Well, I've had a little bit of trouble with the caffeine, and this is a cup of black coffee, which I dearly love. But I didn't have any this morning until I had a cup of decaffeinated tea and was well on my way to the morning. And this was leftover coffee from the coffee pot that I left here for my wife. But I have this past week, I probably cut my coffee consumption in half. And in alcohol, as I do enjoy my whiskey, and I did have drinks on Friday night. I had a beer Friday night. I had a drink Saturday afternoon. I had a drink Sunday evening. One was bourbon, one was scotch, but it was just one. I'm usually bad about having one. It tastes good, I'm going to have another one. So I did that. But part of the reason, I kind of put it back in my diet. I had completely eliminated alcohol from my diet for the 6 weeks of Lent. So I know I can quit, but I also know that I enjoy it. So the thing about our health and our health span is just eat real food, good things, and God put alcohol and wine on the table, and so I enjoy it. I'm not trying to restrict myself from just not enjoying life, but living better. And I know a couple drinks a week isn't going to hurt me. Drinking every day does, and liquor actually puts a bigger middle on you than beer. So that's where I was. So I did pretty good. And like I say, what I want you to hear from Coach Roger is that you've got to find your balance. And if you are overweight, or if you're too tired, or things aren't working right, just make some simple changes. And that's what we're going to be all about. So why don't we investigate why eliminating coffee might be important. Now this slide is probably hard for you to read, and I'm going to read it for you. And it's important to take a break from caffeine from time to time and give our adrenal system a break. And remember, you need to remember, caffeine is another chemical that needs to be detoxified by our body. And that's true. Now, coffee does have some antioxidant properties in it, but it is a chemical. It is a stimulant. We all know that. That's one reason we drink it. And when we drink too much of it, I'm sure some of you like me might get the jitters once in a while. And so the other question is too, and I've had this, and I didn't have it this week, but I've had it in the past. How do you eliminate caffeine without a headache? For those of you, if there's anybody on here that's following along on these guidelines, whoever is following along on these guidelines, when you eliminated caffeine, did you have a problem with a headache? Well, the whole thing is to just slow down. Just wean yourself off of it a little bit at a time. Like I said, I'm drinking about half the coffee I used to, and I know I'm sleeping better, and I do feel better during the day. So let's take a look at the other thing to reduce, which was alcohol. Why reduce alcohol? Well, there's lots of reasons. A, you get better sleep. So many people think, well, I have a drink and I go to sleep. Yeah, you do, but you wake up. I know that. My wife and I both have discovered that. We used to drink wine probably just about every day, and then on the weekends I'd have some liquor and beer. And we've cut it down over the last several years to where we try not to drink except on the weekends. And you do get better sleep. You have improved hydration because you aren't peeing it all out. Weight management's better. You have more energy. You have sharper focus. You really do have sharper focus. Your liver is our wonderful filter in our body, and it's the one that takes the alcohol out. Uh, Less alcohol, it means reduced inflammation, and your stable blood sugar without alcohol. And you have enhanced performance. Alcohol-free workouts lead to better stamina and endurance. And you're going to have a better mood, because I know sometimes a beer or alcohol will make you happy, but sometimes it takes you the other way as well. So I want to continue on. I want to go on here. And if you like what you're hearing, I'm really glad you're here. If you like what you're hearing, please subscribe, share this with a friend, get people to come back. If you want a PDF on everything here about Reset 25, so you can read it yourself and do it on your own, the one thing, the add-in is the Juice Plus products, and you know how to do that. Just ask Coach Roger, and I'll send you a link and give you what to purchase. But come back next week and see how Roger will do with the next two things we're going to talk about. We're going to discuss drinking more water and not eating after 6 or dinner, and eliminating processed food and how important that is. So, in wrapping up, my mission is inspiring about healthy living around the world. I really appreciate you being here. Bring a friend next week, tell them about this, and between you and me, maybe we can change some health around the world by inspiring healthy living. As you get comfortable with me and comment, we're going to cover a lot of things after Reset 25. And I'm here to stay. I've been doing this now for going on 17 years, but I've been a certified health coach since 2014. So I do thank you for being here. Please share it, subscribe it, and remember, live lean and practice the secret diet, which is eat real food, not too much, mostly plant-based. And remember, as Hippocrates said in the 400 BC, let thy food be thy medicine, and thy medicine be thy food. And fortunately, our country's waking up to that, the way a lot of other countries in the world have done, and they're moving in that direction. So remember that, and remember the secret diet, and come back next week. And here's how to get a hold of me. Please subscribe if you like what you're hearing. Reach out to Ask Coach Roger, and I'll send you the Reset 25 PDF. Thanks, and God bless.